Hello there and welcome back to I Eat, I Read, I Watch. This is the 26th in the series. It's my column highlighting a solo dinner and my reading or watching accompaniments. Please treat yourself well at mealtimes too. Don't just eat alone, dine solo. You're worth it and it's not hard to do. Lots of installments on my blog at celiachandler.com. So this time I'm eating tofu, pepper, and shiitake stir-fry on rice. Sometimes even my tiny fridge starts to look bare. Usually there's a block of tofu lurking within though, and from that I can cobble together something edible. Tonight is one of those nights. Sunrise smoked sriracha tofu is the basis for a good stir-fry. I like this tofu because you don't have to press the water out of it. It's ready to use right from the pack. I cut it into blocks, then realize I need to get rice going. I empty the package of basmati, 1 cup, into a pot and add it to the running shopping list on my phone. It's a staple I can't be without. I add the leftover chicken stock made from the rotisserie I had later in the week and top it up with water to get the required 2 cups of liquid for the rice. Cover the pot and flip it to high. It boils almost immediately, the benefits of induction cooking. So I lower it and put the timer on for 12 minutes. Back to the stir fry. Most of the time I can't be bothered to get the wok out, but I feel fancy tonight, so out it comes. It's a heavy sucker, flat-bottomed, cast iron, made by Bodum, and so it's a bit of an ordeal, but always worth the effort. I get some grapeseed oil in the wok, along with a little sesame oil for taste. While it heats up, I roughly chop half a red onion, 3 mini red and orange peppers, and half a dozen decent-sized shiitake mushrooms. I drop the onion pieces in and get the satisfying sizzle of moisture-hitting hot oil. Good. I switch them around a bit and then add the tofu and the veg. I don't obsess about the stir and stir-fry, but I do give it a bit of attention for a few minutes. I start to work on a stir-fry sauce. There's nothing quite appropriate in the fridge, so instead I make a slurry of water and cornstarch, and then add a generous dollop of japchae, a Korean noodle sauce that has a nice flavor. I turn the wok down a little and add the sauce, and give it all a good stir. By now the rice is done. Truth told, it's actually a little overdone. There's a layer on the pan that won't be eaten. So I put a spoonful in the bowl and add the tofu-veg combo, sprinkle toasted sesame seeds, and assume my spot in the gazebo with a glass of fake beer. Bon appetit. Prep time for this, 20 minutes. Origin? As you know, I'm trying to eat Canadian, so Sunrise smoked sriracha tofu is Canadian produced. The mushrooms, peppers, and onion were all grown in Ontario. The cost, about $5 for the tofu and another $5 for the veg. If you've got a favorite way to clean out the fridge, put it in the comments on my blog. So what am I reading? Well, this is a book called Halal Sex: The Intimate Lives of Muslim Women in North America. I met Shema Ben-Barak when she coached the creative nonfiction writers at July's Humber Polytechnic Summer Creative Writing Workshop. It was a great week. 9 of us devoted to improving our writing learned from Shema, a seasoned journalist with a focus on social justice, immigrant stories, and intersectional feminism. Her CV includes all the big Canadian publications: Toronto Life, The Walrus, Corporate Knights, Broadview, Chatelaine, Quill and Choir, and so on. But it's her book, Halal Sex: The Intimate Lives of Muslim Women in North America, that I'm recommending today. Her website describes it as an unprecedented glimpse into the sex lives of female and gender-expansive Muslims living across Canada and the United States, end quote. What I love about the profiles in the book is the candor of her subjects, reflecting Shema's remarkable skill at relationship building with her subjects. They reveal highly sensitive material, much of which could result in their communities or families shunning them, and Shema shares the deeply personal life details in a sensitive and deft way. As regular blog readers will know, I've been writing the stories of women who are lane changers, Shayma's teaching didn't end at the conclusion of our week together at the writing course, as I've seen her craft in action in Halal Sex, helping me with my profiles. If you've got something to recommend, please add it to the comments at celiachandler.com. Finally, what am I watching? Outrageous is the name of this program. BritBox is providing me with quality series to devour, and this one's no exception. With some embarrassment, I'll admit that this dramatization of the real-life Mitford sisters in 1930s England is, for me, as much a history lesson as it is entertainment. While somewhere I think I'd heard of Nancy Mitford, the oldest of the six and a writer, I was unaware of the strong connection that two of her sisters had to fascism, their family relationship to Churchill, or, frankly, much of the story of Oswald Mosley, the leader of the British fascist movement. But aside from the history lesson, it's a great family romp through a troubled time in Britain's history with great costumes and cars. Oh, I'm so shallow. Anyway, if you've got something worth sharing, please add it to the comments section of my blog. And thanks for watching.